The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Few WWE superstars have fared as well throughout their careers as Randy Orton.
Cool, calm, collected, but laser focused.
And ready to explode at a moment's notice with an RKO out of nowhere.
A 13-time world champion. As slick as they come. As smooth as anyone in the business.
And as dangerous as anyone that walks the planet Earth.
This man is a real force, Drew McIntyre. Revamped attitude, revamped appearance.
Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre's made it his mission to eliminate all the complacency in WWE.
You know, Drew McIntyre arrived and he was the chosen one. Handpicked by WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon. And Drew will admit that he became complacent. Felt like he didn't have to work hard to get to the top. When he got fired, he went away, he got a new attitude, and now he's back, bigger and badder than ever.
With a vengeance.
Yeah, this new attitude from Drew McIntyre dictates he will take whatever he wants. McIntyre laser focused.
Making his way to the ring from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
I hope for Kevin's sake, everyone leaves him alone. Poor Kevin's got the worst luck, is constantly mistreated by general managers on both Raw and SmackDown.
You ever stop to think that maybe the fault is Kevin Owens? Maybe it's the fault of the guy looking at him in the mirror? Kevin Owens is the most paranoid superstar I've ever seen. It's always everybody else's fault except for Kevin Owens. He's good though. Here comes the Kingslayer.
I think the look of confidence on the face of Seth Rollins says it all. He is ready.
Rollins, one of the greatest of this generation.
Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins has made a career out of taking risks and seizing opportunities.
Seth Rollins has been a multi-time champion, a Money in the Bank ladder match winner, debuted as part of the Shield with Reigns and Ambrose.
Rollins thrives and is driven by people doubting him, by people saying that he can't do something. Rollins will do it just to silence them and smile in their face.
And here is the big dog.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Now, Roman Reigns once told me he carries his family legacy as a badge of honor that fuels his confidence that cannot be broken.
One of the most confident men in WWE today.
You feel the aura of the arena change the minute the opening notes of his song hit. Roman Reigns changes the feeling in the building.
It's all about his yard, plain and simple.
But there's one guarantee: whenever Roman Reigns enters an arena, he stirs up incredible emotion within the WWE Universe.
It's all about his yard. Batten down the hatches. Here comes the monster among men.
And weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
The earth is trembling with each step.
I would do anything not to get stuck inside the ring with Braun Strowman.
Oh, Byron, I would pay all of my bank account to watch you get these hands.
Quiet. I don't want him to hear you. Yeah, you start to feel like there's nothing Braun Strowman can't do.
Well, there is one thing we know for a fact Braun Strowman can't do, and that is be stopped. The monster among men is unbelievable.
Chad Gable, big opportunity here tonight.
And from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Former Olympian, former NXT Tag Team Champion, SmackDown Live Tag Team Champion, one of the most self-assured superstars you will see in the WWE.
And from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 182 pounds, Mustafa Ali.
One of the most exciting competitors in all of WWE, Mustafa Ali can drop your jaw with some of his mind-blowing offense.
Hey, Byron, maybe you should wear one of those masks when you do commentary.
You never see my face.
Or hear you. One of the most decorated champions in WWE history, Randy Orton, looking to add to his legendary status tonight.
The only thing that would make this match more enjoyable to watch would be if I was calling it without you two bozos interrupting me.
Randy Orton has over 15 years of experience in WWE, and he hasn't slowed down a step.
Yeah, if anything, the Vipers become even more proficient with that devastating RKO.
Woo-wee.
What a strike.
Now it's Roman Reigns on his heels.
We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
If things don't change in a hurry, this has all the makings of a short evening for him.
Oh, perfect kick. Shoulder tackle. Oh, man. Ouch.
Kick to the gut.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Oh, my God.
How can Roman Reigns be put on the offensive quickly here? Guys, he's going to have to turn things around quickly if he wants to win this thing.
I'd say he's a little overwhelmed at this point for sure, which is a little surprising to me, given what we've seen him do in the past.
Almost just a... There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
I'll destroy your face.
Kick to the gut. Lariat.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
What a stomp!
Good grief!
And set him up.
A torturous knee.
Big nasty drop. Kick! Soul kick. Enziguri.
Right on the mark.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Nelson applied.
Incredible dragon suplex.
Up and, ooh, nasty impact.
What could Braun Strowman do here? Wow. up the odds for success. This match has definitely tested his mettle, guys.
Man, this is as one-sided an affair as you will ever see. If he goes on to lose this match, you have to expect it'll set him back quite a bit.
Boom, what impact! Inching closer to his partner here, and he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the second rope.
What a scary drop.
Tremendous ring presence from the apron. Face first.
Gosh. Olympic slam. Nice.
He's starting to show signs of fatigue. He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
WrestleMania 34 saw more than 78,000 fans converge on New Orleans. One of the most exciting matches happened earlier on as Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander faced off to crown a new Cruiserweight champion.
It was a match that saw two close friends reaching for the same dream, Michael. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander both stopped at nothing to be the one to leave WrestleMania with the Cruiserweight title.
Man, what a slam!
Looks like he's starting to falter.
Let's revisit Mustafa Ali's WrestleMania moment. He worked his butt off to get there, beating 3 tough competitors in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament, but Cedric Alexander had an answer every time Ali got on a roll.
It may not have been the outcome Mustafa Ali wanted, guys, but I know he was honored to compete for the coveted Cruiserweight Championship on the grand stage of WrestleMania.
Beautiful technique.
Mustafa Ali prides himself on being a role model for everyone to follow their dreams and be the best they can be. He's all about defying preconceived notions and showing the power of ambition.
Fellas, I almost got that warm, fuzzy feeling inside just then. Then I remembered that this industry is about winning. Ali needs to worry more about that.
What a hurricanrana! I want to add to the discussion of Mustafa Ali as a role model. You know, this is a guy who has shown time and time again that you can be a winner in WWE, but also earn the respect of everyone around you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I got respect for Mustafa Ali, but when he lets opportunities like the Cruiserweight Classic and his WrestleMania title opportunity slip away, I lose it bit by bit. At some point, he needs to learn that glory beats adulation.
Elbow drop!
Right to the heart.
Seth Rollins is feeling it right now.
Quick thinking to avoid that one. There's a big reversal by Seth Rollins.
How good is Seth Rollins?
Oh, man, what a hit. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Oh, man, Seth Rollins felt that one.
Ooh, what impact.
Nailed it.
And there are those biting, icy eyes, the venomous look of Randy Orton.
Don't break your crown. If I was Seth Rollins, I'd get my mind in the match and out of the crowd.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
His partner's looking to get back in this thing.
Caught his breath a bit, now he's ready to go again.
Oh, man, that hurt.
Up and down. Boom.
Beautiful.
He might have it. Is he done?
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Make it over. Oh, my goodness.
And tagged in is Kevin Owens.
Oh, man, what a leg drop.
Goes down hard.
What impact.
What a stomp.
Good grief. If you make one mistake against Chad Gable, he'll capitalize on it in the blink of an eye. And that will probably include a few alpha plexes for good measure. Oh boy, he is rolling. Kevin Owens just too fast for him.
Surprisingly quick.
Gable represents a new era in the competition that's taking over WWE in both singles and tag teams. I can't wait to see what Chad Gable does next, but I don't think his opponents will share my opinion.
Chad Gable knows where he is in the ring at all times. Once the Olympian gets going with his unique brand of offense, it signifies the beginning of the end for his opponent.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, wow, Chad Gable is a bloody mess.
Here he goes. Cannonball!
That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable.
Here we go. Kevin Owens is setting it up. He's looking at it. Stunner! Stunner!
Game, set, match. This one is over.
He's got him covered. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
It's not over yet.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick.
Kevin Owens just too fast for him.
Surprisingly quick.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Belly to belly.
Vicious.
Eludes that one.
Nailed it.
Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
No person could take much more of this, and Roman Reigns is not looking good. He may very well be running on instinct right now.
I'm not sure he has much left. I don't know. I don't think he truly understood just how dangerous his opposition was heading into this match. Of course, he understands that now.
Air raid crash.
That has got to be it.
There may be no coming.
Shoulders on the mat. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Clothesline!
If this match heads outside, things can go south real quick.
Let's hope not.
It's safe to say he had his opponent well scouted there.
Brilliant analysis, Saxton. Drew McIntyre faltering some.
He's really going to need to create some space for himself.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment here, right?
Oh, man.
I mean, it'd be crazy for him to think he was going to walk away from this match completely unscathed.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
The switch here to Braun Strowman.
Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
Whoa, Strowman dodged that one.
Seth Rollins with the tag.
apron.
This man is the epitome of cold and calculated.
Cutting it close here, guys.
What a coward. He's trying to get himself counted out, Cole.
Harsh impact.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and...
Oh, bulldog.
One-handed.
Buster. Seth Rollins faltering just a bit.
A little too early to worry.
Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
Strowman is taking no prisoners right here.
Seth Rollins gets out of trouble, and quickly.
Oh, and he's taken off his feet.
I'll tell you, he can't afford to be horizontal at this point in the match, Cole.
Well, the architect is rolling now.
In WWE, there's as much chaos outside the ring as there is inside the ring.
Try working with Saxton at ringside. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Whoa! Boy, Randy Orton never stops.
Bringing it back between the ropes.
Schoolboy, no, rolls through.
Super kick! That's what he was looking for, Michael. Boy, that would hit the target.
Braun Strowman has been eliminated.
What a stomp.
Looking for the exclamation point. Is he done?
Nice job breaking out of that one.
But there's plenty more work for him to do here.
Boom, what impact.
Seth Rollins finds a way out.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick.
This could be it.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick.
Drop kick with precision.
The switch here to Drew McIntyre.
You gotta believe this one's over.
That's how you use the ropes to your advantage. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Leaping high. That might be all she wrote for Jack.
Drew McIntyre going for the cover.
Chad Gable has been eliminated.
I say Drew McIntyre's career is a story of two completely different chapters. McIntyre himself would tell you his first chapter didn't quite go as planned, but boy, chapter 2 is a whole nother story. His partner wants back in.
Yeah, but what you want and what you get are often two very different things.
Oh, McIntyre able to avoid damage there.
In off the tag is Kevin Owens.
Michael, I like your analogy of McIntyre's career as two different chapters. And while chapter 1 didn't necessarily blow anybody away, there was a foreshadowing of his future success.
Oh, even Mr. McMahon himself called McIntyre a future world champion, which of course later came true in 2017 when McIntyre defeated Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship.
With the tag is Seth Rollins.
Brutal knee right to the face.
One of the things we've learned about Seth Rollins over the years is his resilience, his never-say-die attitude, always in a match.
Don't ever count the Kingslayer out. He's got an overabundance of heart, plenty of guts, and will do whatever is necessary to pick up a win. Oh, rolling to the outside, looking for a little break, but no quarter offered. Suicide dive.
That should do it. You know, guys, I have to agree with you. Seth Rollins does have incredible resilience. No authority disruption, no injury is too big of a hurdle for him.
Those obstacles just add more fuel for Seth to burn the competition down.
Boom, nice.
Now back to the ring. Seth Rollins playing a little head games right now.
Look out!
WrestleMania 34 saw more than 78,000 fans converge on New Orleans. One of the most exciting matches happened earlier on as Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander face off to crown a new Cruiserweight champion.
It was a match that saw two close friends reaching for the same dream, Michael. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander both stopped at nothing to be the one to leave WrestleMania with the Cruiserweight title.
Let's revisit Mustafa Ali's WrestleMania moment. He worked his butt off to get there, beating 3 tough competitors in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament, but Cedric Alexander had an answer every time Ali got on a roll.
It may not have been the outcome Mustafa Ali wanted, guys, but I know he was honored to compete for the coveted Cruiserweight Championship on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Look at this! Man, Seth Rollins is just relentless.
Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE history with few weaknesses. Corey, how would you target the Apex Predator?
One needs to look at Orton's medical history for the key. More than anything else, shoulder injuries will put the Viper on the sideline. Uh-oh. Hung out to dry.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months.
An RKO! Here's his moment, Michael.
He goes for the cover.
Accident finds the mark.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Here's the cover.
How does he keep doing this?
Not quite.
And tagged in is Kevin Owens.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Suplex.
Elbow drop with authority. He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's not looking very good at this point, though.
Boom! What a suplex.
Oh, no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Look out, down he goes.
And he might not get back up.
Lands this, and he is done. Oh, God, man, right on the back of the neck.
This one's over, guys.
His shoulders are down.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
This is amazing.
Gets out of the way of that one.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
The end is near for him.
Stone Cold Stunner!
This one is over.
The shoulders are down.
Mustafa Ali has been eliminated.
If you want a blueprint for how to make an instant impact, watch Kevin Owens' debut at NXT. Owens delivered a vicious apron powerbomb to his best friend and new NXT champion Sami Zayn. KO said he was the future, and he wanted to prove it on his first night on the job.
Gut-wrench suplex.
Making it look easy.
Byron, you reflected on Kevin Owens' first night on the job. He started the night with tears in his eyes after a 14-year globe-trotting career finally landed him in NXT. But by the end of the night, his eyes told the story of a man who wanted to take over.
Well, if that night didn't show you that Kevin Owens belonged, then I don't know what would have. For all the talk that's done about KO being entitled, on that night, he showed differently, as the prize fighter demanded what he wanted, not with words, but with ruthless aggression.
Seth Rollins is feeling it right now.
For years, guys, the Intercontinental Championship somehow eluded Roman Reigns, but that all changed in November 2017 when the big dog defeated The Miz to capture the title.
And not only did that victory over The Miz give Reigns the Intercontinental Championship, Michael, but it also made him a prestigious Grand Slam champion. Oh boy, he is rolling.
What's wrong?
Superman punch! Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Now Roman Reigns needs to capitalize on this opportunity.
As Saxton stated not too long ago, Reigns' Intercontinental Championship victory made him a Grand Slam champion. And the ironic thing is, the win came against The Miz, who's also a Grand Slam champion.
Wow, that's almost hard to believe, considering just how few Drew McIntyre. Oh, what a headbutt. Game, set, match. This one is over.
Double under.
Future shock! He's got him covered. 1, 2, and the kick out.
A huge kick out from the big dog.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
A knee drop.
Woo-wee. Hellacious power slam.
And here comes Orton.
Stop it away.
Just a barrage of stomps. What an assault on Roman Reigns.
Oh, no. Leaving himself open here.
Now, guys, I can't think of a worse place for him to be right now.
It's RKO.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
He goes for the cover. Kick out at 2. Whoa, that may have been a slow count.
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Seth Rollins with the tag.
Ooh, what spinning kick to the gut.
Well, Roman Reigns may have it.
Drop kick.
Oh, great height.
There is no toppling the Roman Empire tonight. The face of Seth Rollins looks like it's been through a wood chipper.
And here we go. Seth Rollins sees his opening. Here we go. Back inside the ring.
Will it be? He breaks the pin.
Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one.
Powerbomb.
Right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Seth Rollins is a true student of the game. Byron, how do you stay one step ahead of the architect and hope to defeat Rollins?
It's a tall order, Michael. I think if you remove any backup from the equation, you can put Rollins in panic mode where he'll make mistakes. Devastating elbow.
You know, removing Seth Rollins' support structure could work, Byron. I'm thinking back to times the Shield or J&J. Seth Rollins is in position. Yeah, right to the back of the neck.
What an assault.
Can he score the pin?
Maybe.
And a kick out.
Just when you thought it was over. Wow.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Here's Rollins making a spectacle of himself.
Oh, he's got him where he wants him. Here we go.
Buckle pop by Rollins. He's going for it all.
Seth Rollins getting vicious attack.
That should do it.
Here it comes. He's got him.
Seth Rollins is looking for the decisive end.
Yeah, right to the back of the neck.
Seth freaking Rollins. Unbelievable.
Penny predicament. 1, 2, 3.
Roman Reigns has
Seth
been
Rollins
eliminated.
wins.
Here are your winners. The Viper, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins.
That's a win worth celebrating.
Few things are more rewarding than that feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
And give this Houston crowd credit for being on their feet almost the entire match.